In sport, history was made in Ahmedabad on Sunday night, and India made sure of it in emphatic fashion to lift the ICC Men's T20 World Cup for a record third time, brushing aside New Zealand in a final that was never really a contest. In front of a 132,000-strong crowd inside the stadium, India took the game away from New Zealand entirely, with their batters putting on 92 runs inside the first 6 overs alone. Sanju Samson finishing with 89 off 45 balls. Inshan Kishan kept his foot on the gas with a blistering 54 off 25 as India posted 255 for 5. New Zealand's reply never threatened. Finn Allen, Rachin Ravindra and Glenn Phillips all fell cheaply. Only Tim Seaford resisted with a top score of 52 as the batting lineup simply had no answer for India's attack. Jasprit Bumrah was unplayable. His 4 wickets for just 15 runs marked the first time a bowler has taken a 4-wicket haul in a T20 World Cup final. Axar Patel on his home turf was equally devastating, spinning out 3 batters as New Zealand folded for 159 in 19 overs, 96 runs short of their target. And that's what's making the news this morning. But when we come back, the Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show gets going.
Every client deserves expertise, integrity, and guidance they can trust. At Camino Realty International, we deliver integrated real estate solutions, sales, rentals, property management, and
wake up to the issues that matter most on The Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's The Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
Will you ever notice how water is part of everything we do? From singing in the shower, to washing the car, to cooling off after a long day. Here's a friendly reminder from WASA. Before you move, before you relax, before you enjoy the day, pay your WASA bill. It's easy to do. Pay online anytime at wasa.gov.tt. Visit a WASA customer service center. Use the self-service kiosk or pay at authorized partners like Western Union and commercial banks. Water is life, and we're evolving to serve you. Join the evolution. Pay your bill. This message is brought to you by the Water and Sewerage Authority.
This March 8th, in celebration of International Women's Day, Talk City 91.1 FM proudly presents Women Who Lead. Imagine a world free of bias and discrimination. A world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where women's achievements are celebrated and their voices amplified. For over a century, International Women's Day has championed gender equality, and the journey continues. Join us as we highlight powerful, inspiring women who are breaking barriers and shaping our future. Women who...
Water is part of everything we do, from singing in the shower, to water is part of everything we do, from singing in the shower, to washing the car, to cooling off after a long day. Here's a friendly reminder from WASA. Before you move, before you relax, before you enjoy the day, pay your WASA bill. It's easy to do. Pay online anytime at wasa.gov.tt. Visit a WASA customer service center. Use the self-service kiosk or pay at authorized partners like Western Union and commercial banks. Water is life, and we're evolving to serve you. Join the evolution. Pay your bill. This message is brought to you by the Water and Sewerage Authority.
This March 8th, in celebration of International Women's Day, Talk City 91.1 FM proudly presents Women Who Lead. Imagine a world free of bias and discrimination. A world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where women's achievements are celebrated and their voices amplified. For over a century, International Women's Day has championed gender equality, and the journey continues. Join us as we highlight powerful, inspiring women who are breaking barriers and shaping our future. Women Who Lead, launching March 8th on Talk City 91.1 FM. Together, we can forge gender equality.
This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it loud.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God.
Oh boy.
Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is here.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. It has been a weekend, eh? Let's take in some God. Listen.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then
and Lennox Smith.
Good morning, Andy. What a wonderful weekend of talks with world leaders, including Prime Minister Kamala of TNT, who I met for the first time. She's such a lovely lady, and now she's an ally in the war against narco-trafficking, gangs, and crime. Look out for criminals. To be on the run now, because of the treaty we agreed on, it's time to turn the tables on all criminal activities, Andy. And thanks to Prime Minister Kamala and President Ali of Guyana, the Shield of America's crime plan will do that now. Let me deal with that loudmouth busman who knows nothing about the geopolitical matters. I'm involved in Venezuela, Iran, and Cuba are some of the countries I'm trying to clean up. Maybe busman should stick to being under the bus and reporting on where has grass to cut. Geopolitics is not for you, busman, so stop embarrassing yourself, okay? Anyway, have a great day, Andy, and let's be safe, friends.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Let me say a pleasant good morning to all and sundry, east, west, north, central. Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. Mars, Jupiter, Nectar, George Street, Prince Street, Piccadilly Street, Peter Harp. Where's this my co-host people and them this be again there, so? I know them, you know. You just had to say crime, and the names go whistle. The places go whistle. Whoop, 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 whoop. You best leave that for he. Let's say morning to all and sundry this morning. And when he call the names of his areas, I go whistle. They won't get in trouble. All they know in them area there when you talk. You have to put it in your lips, you know. Don't talk, don't talk. You talk, you could end up in problem. So best I lay my partner, my co-host, call he, all in sundry places. He not call the rest of Trinidad and Tobago. He crime hotspots on them. The Nelsons. Where's, boy? It had the train line all Marabella. Where's? Maloney. La Roqueta. It had a place where Joyce living there, so they just be hot up there, so too. Joy, yeah, where Joy living there, so they call it by the airport up, so. I know, boy, I know. But one day, all and sundry will be dealt with. They will put on the gun and pick up the Bible. That's the kind of faith that my co-host Lennox Smith have in them. They all will become sheiks, pundits, imams. They will be the new leaders of the cloth of Trinidad and Tobago. And Trinidad and Tobago will honor them so much, they will pick a supreme leader among them that will be higher than the president and the prime minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, that's Lennox Smith dream. That when hail diddle, the cat and the fiddle. That is when the cow jump over the moon. That is when the little dogs will laugh to see such fun. And Lennox Smith will marry Olive from Popeye.
Bang, 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 bang.
But where we go say, let me say a pleasant good morning to those of you that look on to us on all our several social media platforms. Whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, or on Twitter. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you, my social media bloggers, good morning. Not forgetting all my radio listeners that are listening to Talk City 91.1 FM. All Deep South, all Tobago. All in my well-behaved areas. Good morning to you all. Jamelia Conway laughing at. Hey, Roll. Roll Passat, good morning. Rick Lutzman. Bujam John, good morning. Hey, Kenwick, what's up, man? I see if Saturday day. The Honorable Kamala Passat, he says, make us proud, man. I feel good to be a Trinity, Kenwick. Man. Donald Trump said you don't want to make a mistake. He said because you don't want to spoil her name, eh? At least it's Camilla. Yeah, Trump ain't easy. Hey, Alcott Plaza, pleasant good morning, you Regent Jamaraj, good morning. Hey, Rosalind Ann. Rosalind Ann, good morning to you. Heather, pleasant good morning. Yeah, that's Ragunan and Freddie Brown, a pleasant good morning to you. Mubarak Mohammed, good morning. Hey, Primrose, good morning, Beverly. Roram Narayan, a pleasant good morning to you. Tranja Benjamin, good morning. Nadira, pleasant good morning. Ryan, Nick Chedi, good morning to you. Hey, Michael Figaro, a pleasant good morning. Mala, how are you going? Maraj, good morning to you. Gumati, Rampol, good morning to you. Pamela Palu, a pleasant good morning. Carmen, Arnold, Siraj, a pleasant good morning. Joyce Ram, good morning. Hey, Pumachan, Sokraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Abraham, good morning. Hey, Joanne. Yeah, Ramatan, a pleasant good morning. All the way up early, eh, Gemma. Sipasad, good morning. Bujam John. Afrina, good morning. Lucky Lal. Do that more, a pleasant good morning to you. Hossein, good morning. Monica, good morning to you. Gloria Escala, how you enjoy your birthday? It was Gloria's birthday, boy? I think they say it was Saturday. I hope you enjoy your birthday. Now that man carry, put it a lie down, deal with them toes, them nails, massage you down, make coffee, tea, and I'll show you as treated as a rose as you are. Good morning to you. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to my baby. My baby, a pleasant good morning to you. Also, Teacher Balman, good morning. Video in Vancouver, a pleasant good morning to you. Nadira say, I'm so proud of our Prime Minister. We all are. Anthony Ford, a pleasant good morning to you. Right now, Trinidad and Tobago looking like a first world country, boy. Right now, we are respected around the world, you know. You're the man allies, only two, you know, Guyana and Trinidad, you know. I think Jamaica was a Lennox. Well, he go tell me that. But all I see is Guyana and Trinidad when listening to the names. Yeah. Roll Passat, a pleasant good morning to you. Trini Nairo, good morning. It has been a long weekend, so that's why we'll hail out all in sundry. Naresh, how we going? Freddie Brown, good morning. It have been a long weekend. Balroop, you still in Trinidad here? Why you ain't go back in the cold in Canada? Eh? So what's go back in the cold in Canada? Hey, Sheldon Ruplal, good morning. Esther Smith, good morning. Khalidin, Pasada, pleasant good morning to you. Otulda, good morning. Wendy Anjan, a pleasant good morning. Indira, Jack Dio, a pleasant good morning. Ricky Rambuta. Sheldon Ruplal, good morning to you. I hope all ready, send all your voice notes. I want to hear what's on you all front burner. How was your weekend? Pascal Hossein, a pleasant good morning. Monica, how are you going? Nice. Hey, Ravi, aka Postman.com. Father-in-law, everybody, good morning. Sita Maraj, good morning. You now jump on, girl. Well, that's it for the mornings, you know. We've done 27 minutes past. I still have to hail out my director and my co-host. And we had to get down to serious business. I was only on social media right through, smiling, tears in my eyes, watching our country get back its glory. It's powerful glory again. Jockey Soon, good morning. Rupert Lal, good morning. After the PNM. Judith Williams, good morning. Betty Gotigo, how we are going? Yeah. After the award, Frank Andy Babulal, good morning. Jokey soon, all of you. I said, Mina Steiner, Mina Rodriguez, all of you. Cindy Mohan, good morning. Cyril, Councillor Mil de Silva. Darrell Mohan, Councillor. Fat Boy, all of you. Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you, Director Snipes. How was your weekend?
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I had a nice, restful weekend.
What's your thoughts on your country? On what you was?
I'm very pleased this morning. I'm very pleased.
Well, with the Honorable Kamala Prasad says so, where we reaching in at this point in time? What gets you most about having to be so pleased about your country, Snipes?
I think I'd reserve those comments for now because I'm still looking at the unfolding of everything. But so far, I am pleased with the actions of the sitting Prime Minister.
Oh God, boy! Well, this fella here behave like a independent senator, and only know the independent senators they ain't independent at all, and you know that. So we had to watch that reserve talking, or abstain, and see when they see you hear words. Reserve and abstain. Lennox Smith go give all the history of all the reserves and abstains. Where this boy long to? Me, you know, I can't say nothing. It's my director. Yeah. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you.
Yes, indeed. Well, a pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend, of course. A pleasant good morning to Trinidad, East, West, North, South, Central, our friends in Tobago, and wherever you are streaming on the World Wide Web at this time, a pleasant good day to you. Welcome, of course, to the Ground Report Monday edition. Yes, very, very, very interesting.
So why you didn't say all in sundry, sir? Girls, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and wherever you are. What I'm all in sundry this morning?
Well, that is because that is built in, that is understood.
Okay.
That is understood, yes. I said Trinidad and Tobago, the region, Tobago, and wherever you are in the world. So that is understood. There's no need for me to say all and sundry in this particular case. I had to give a little schooling, you know, in English etiquette. That being as it may, the fact of the matter is that it is historic, it is significant for Trinidad and Tobago, and yes, the Jamaican Prime Minister was not there. I was alluding to that some time ago because of the history, where, of course, the Jamaican Prime Minister was invited on another occasion, another iteration, but not of this, not for the same purpose. But certainly he was not. Neither, of course, a very significant Motley was not invited either, and the only female in the male-dominated team of persons, the 12 that were invited, was of course our Prime Minister, the only female. So very significant. But of course, I have also taken note of the fact that there were some side meetings as well on the question of energy. I understand Chevron is eyeing Trinidad and Tobago to also join their counterpart here in Trinidad with respect, of course, to energy matters. And in addition to that, what we are seeing on the domestic front is the previously what I consider to be a very recalcitrant or attempting to maybe hold Trinidad and Tobago to ransom. We are seeing, of course, that everyone is now talking in the energy sector, that is now talking to Trinidad and Tobago, whether directly or indirectly via the Ministry of Energy.
But Lennox Smith,
Nutritrin, for example. Yeah, go ahead.
But what? You expect nobody don't want to talk after them seeing Donald Trump and America had Trinidad and Tobago as a first preference and Guyana when it comes to energy and Venezuela and all those various things? Who would not want to talk to Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time, Lennox Smith? Please, give me an idea.
I didn't refer to that. I was saying that they want to. So we are consistent in that regard. And but
before they didn't want it to.
Without saying.
But before they didn't want it to.
That is why I mentioned the matter by saying that now everyone wants to speak, including, of course, those who didn't want to speak. In other words, nutrient is now talking with respect to the way forward for the production of fertilizer, which of course to me
nutrient by
yeah.
And they wanted to cut 400 jobs
at one
recently.
point in time. Yes. And they were attempting, of course, to hold the country to ransom because some port fee, the figure was
paid now
and prohibitive. They are talking, so that's a foregone conclusion. Yes.
But what?
But if Chevron is talking, and if of course the largest of them all in terms of the United States and maybe the world is talking, both having a presence in Ghana and in Trinidad. They already got this block. You have Chevron is now looking to come, and we have already here that other major upstreamer in the international oil and gas business.
No, but who is the largest? Because people will want to know. Go on the computer. Who is the largest? You say the largest.
I'll get it. I'm sure the people out there know it.
I catch you this morning, there, boy. Teacher.
No, just slippy. But I could refer to it as the largest, so therefore people would
Chevron?
know about whom I'm talking. Not Chevron. The
BP.
Other, I just mentioned. No. You have They are in
Guyana.
In Guyana now. Yeah. All right.
What you call them, boy? Who got in
yeah,
Guyana?
Just as well. But I'll get it during the course of the thing. There's no need to ham on that, except to say that Trinidad and Tobago is
Exxon Mobil.
Exxon. That's right. Exxon Mobil. Yes. And there is more. Having regard to what is happening in the Middle East, we are seeing now that according to the Brent, we are looking at over $100 and something a barrel for a barrel of oil now, about 115, 116 US we are talking about. So what does that mean for Trinidad and Tobago? It means potentially that not only would the deficit of about $3 billion on the budget for 2026 will now be, if not eliminated, totally reduced. But of course, there is additional windfall for Trinidad and Tobago, so that the the development plans, the mega and the minor and in between, will certainly now have a fillip or a platform from which, of course, to not just initiate but to expedite as quickly as possible. What does that mean? In addition, it means more employment opportunities, and the government can now meet its obligations to not only public servants, but certainly in terms of the PSIP, the Public Sector Investment Program, which of course will encompass an envelope that redevelopment initiative that the government announced.
Let me say something.
2 months ago. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, we know you said that how this company was going to send home 400 workers, they decide they stay in because obviously I will. When I seen, energy security coming to Trinidad and Tobago, right? But before them, it had somebody that leave, and they leave about 500 workers unemployed in Point Lisa's industrial estate there. And that somebody leave before? Who was that person leave before again?
Yeah, we had several of them. We have.
No, the last one before this one, that was straight to go.
That would have been, I think it's either Lara, or there's another one that may be more precise in terms of the information that you
but you think they might be regretting now that they left, knowing that it's real gas we going and get?
Everybody, even the iron and steel company would now regret, but probably they couldn't wait as long as 9 years to get rid of the PNM before, of course, this government comes. So I don't know. At that point in time, they figured that might be so. But of course, quite apart from that, we have the oil refinery that is now being
that's going to start up. That's going to start up. But what about
coming from the United
oil
States?
Oil hits $117 US, $117 yes. Oh my God, that's very good for Trinidad and Tobago. Imagine if we had the oil refinery. Munila will explain certain things. But what I wanted to also ask is that the mothball steel company, steel infrastructure, the steel company infrastructure is still there and could be restarted.
I would expect that. I know that it is basically government owned, and it would have been there in fallow. So therefore, the infrastructure is there, and I'm sure that the modernization, new technology that is now applicable to that industry will now have to be garnered, and I'm sure that consideration is being taken there, because we
have to look for energy.
We have Panama. We have Panama, where the Americans have decided that they want total control of, and what will happen because of our relationship now across the hemisphere. It means, therefore, that the fuel bunkering, and all of that will certainly now be a real possibility, rather than going to a non-oil producer like Jamaica. It will now come to Trinidad, and of course, we have the infrastructure, whether it be for
gas or oil,
for berthing of ships and so on, and repairs and all of that will certainly now be a possibility. So all of these industries means that more jobs will come to Trinidad and Tobago. Our GDP, of course, will expand. Trinidad and Tobago is on the verge of a boom.
A boom now. What we on the verge of a what? Trinidad and Tobago. We are on the verge of a
bang, 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 bang.
Why the hell this thing and say boom, boom, boom? They say bang, bang, it's boom. Well, teach that thing some English, Lennox Smith. Tell it is boom, boom, boom. Anyhow,
economic boom. Yes, we are.
Take me for that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We'll be back.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Imagine a gender-equal world. A world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination. A world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where differences are valued and celebrated. This March 8th, in recognition of International Women's Day, Talk City 91.1 FM proudly launches Women Who Lead, a powerful feature highlighting dynamic women who are breaking barriers, leading with purpose, and shaping our nation's future. Tune in to Talk City 91.1 FM starting March 8th for Women Who Lead. Because when women rise, we all rise.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, no sales, slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I conserving energy, I switch the LED, at the stun of the AC, and I saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. Yes, it's 15 minutes to the hour to 7 o'clock. So what we're going to do is just squeeze in at least 5 calls in this segment. Yeah. While we continue to elaborate the position of Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time, when it comes to the wider world and when it comes to the geopolitics at this point in time, where our future lies. As the captain sailing the ship, good. How do you feel about your country, Trinidad and Tobago? All over. Fox, CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, all over. Our country name is being called. And all them big energy industries right now run a come in besides Venezuela, they want to come to Trinidad and Tobago too. What says thou? So the line's open. Don't forget to like, share. I'm going to give you all that opportunity because they're ringing down the phone. So go ahead. Well, I'll go to some voice notes. Yeah, let me go to some voice notes here quick. Them faster than all your calls.
Yeah, good morning. I must say good morning to each and every one. I must say good morning to the ground reporters. I must say good morning to Andy Williams, man, Lennox Smith, Nigel Snipes, director. Sending love to the people. All who send love and who never send love are sending love to all everybody. They the original Teddy Rankin. I'm back on the scene after God. Loving the house, everybody. Pleasant morning.
What? Teddy Rankin! No longer hear you, boy. Like your TV fell internet again? Or you have internet now? What says thou? Another guy here, a big one more than Teddy the Rankin, boy.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
He's the first man to have a big box outside the place. And the whole of Bagatelle and environs here, they hear him, Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Black Love, Kojak, the original Black Muff boy. Bruce, what's up, my brother? Well, you could be hearing from where he is because Teddy Box had to be on real strong.
We have a caller here.
Go
but
ahead.
I did see Teddy over the carnival as well. All right, we've lost it. Continue. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Lennox.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to the massive pitbull himself, man.
Yes, Mr. St. Joseph, man. Go ahead, my brother.
My brother, God bless him. God blessings to each and everyone. I want to say God blessings to the mother of the nation, the Honorable Prime Minister. Because if we take a truth leader to do what she do there, a person with real testicles to stand up for this, not only Trinidad and Tobago, she stand up for the whole CARICOM, where they're saying all kind of thing about her. And this and that and ugly picture, but at the bright side, she is all will benefit in this country. I say also, I hear when she just said she will take a no approach with this set of nuisance violence taking place in school, with school children continue to both beating, fighting, they're beating the teachers too. And she says somebody will be held accountable. The parents, the guardian, all your talk to all your children, right? And also, I want to say to the officer, the police officer, oh God, man, we know it's SOE there. You can't come, you use your discretion, man, sir. You're going in and you see a pet dog and you shoot the dog. Guys in Tobago Rex, right? You shoot the dog and you could have killed the dog. Well, thank God. The Lord said that dog will not die as yet, I think police officers have to be more proactive in doing their job. We know it have a lot of good officers outside there doing the work promptly. Some of them, like, I don't know, they just day and they just, like, they ain't day and all these kind of things, and they're not using their brains properly. This is a very serious thing. A magnificent, intelligent pitbull boy, this talk show program, I locked on and I'm listening. God blessings again, boys. The message is always sent out for the people in the ground report. Blessings again, my brother.
Oh boy, let me continue Trinidad and Tobago. Oh boy. Yes. No longer really in here from Teddy.
Yeah, I did encounter him for Carnival Monday, I think it was, in Port of Spain, and he was very, very upbeat. He had some challenges, as everybody else, but he says that those are quickly being overcome. And I was not surprised that he made an input this morning, and I expect that he will continue on a regular basis. Now, whether he has personal internet or not, or of the type that you would have described, whether parasitically or otherwise, but the fact is that he is back. He's back on even keel, and he is here with us. So, good morning to you as well, Teddy, you and family.
Well, let's see how it is, them teachers and them pride boy. That man thing there and say, whether he talk to the man, he know the circumstances. He say, whenever I describe the man gain internet like a parasite on the boy, with them gorgeous boy, let me continue this voice notes, boy. Oh, God, Teddy, well, boy, what I go say? Yeah.
Trinidad Tobago, morning Trinidad Tobago. Once again, Trinidad in the map. Once again, everybody recognize Trinidad Tobago. I watch everything that Kamala and Donald Trump and everything. I watched the whole thing. It was very, very nice, man. Very good, very good, very good. I'm proud of all the Trinidad Tobago and Kamala has once again did it again. Right? She did it again. Congratulations. Kudos to everybody in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, let's see what's happening from here. Well, he signed executive order to keep peace, to deal with the crime in Trinidad and the Caribbean. So look out. We see different people over there sometime, whenever they're ready. All right? So all of Trinidad and Tobago, morning again, everybody. Have a blessed day. Good morning again, and everybody in chat. Listen, I don't run up to my no voice note anyway. Andy, what I was saying is, Kamala is your honorable Kamala, is trying to negotiate before people come to open up the refinery. As far as I know, as far as she was talking about. So she get different people to come and open up the refinery. So they have to be sit down and discuss it first before they do anything else. So I don't know about who is Chevron, who is coming out there to do the drilling and stuff like that. I have no idea because that a lot of people, different company interesting. So we'll step back and see what's going on. All right, Lennox, you must do your research before you come on, man. All right, do your research. They are facts with. All right, Mr. Lennox. All right.
Hey, don't be in partner, na? Lennox, yeah, you say.
Morning, everybody. First of all, I want to put nobody in this place. Last week, Friday, nobody criticized me and said I am a liar and I don't know what I'm talking about. I want to tell nobody something. Nobody cares about your dumb dunce vocal contributions. You're just talking a kind of condescending way and you feel you know everything. And you're not. I just do my research and get my information from the sources so I could talk on it. Anyway, I want to see. The Prime Minister met Donald Trump last week, Saturday, and the government of Trinidad and Tobago has disgraced the entire Caribbean. You, Andy, you heard that speech that Trump gave at the seminar? He said that the United States is going to use more lethal force and is going to be highly intolerant of drug cartels and fishing boats, right? So that means the United States has already developed a ghastly reputation for blowing up boats and killing people. And it's going to be worse now. So in other words, more people will get killed. The Prime Minister sold us a story that she's going to speak to Donald Trump, right, on the basis of getting funding. I think it was to run the country and to reopen the refinery and to also strengthen regional security. The Prime Minister has no right to be there because the man said he is going to kill people, right? Kill people. So what we do in supporting that on an international stage? Is the government of Trinidad and Tobago going mad? Is something wrong with us? What nonsense is this? How could you support an arrangement like that? So in other words then, when our fishermen get killed, right, what is the Prime Minister going to say? Because he said that he's going to use lethal strikes. Why is Trump not arresting people and bringing them before a judge to get a trial? This nonsense has to stop. And we only running down America and everything, right? This is the most disgraceful performance I've ever seen from this government. And this government is supporting war crimes. That is it. And CNC3 News told Kamala Prasad-Bissessar last night, stay out of Trump's way because he's very erratic. 1 minute he could be her friend and next minute be her enemy. Eh? So let the government of Trinidad and Tobago plunge vertically into Donald Trump's trap. I am very ashamed this morning of what I saw Saturday. I gone.
Good morning to you and Lennox and Nigel and to everybody out there. Andy, my first front burner issue, I don't know what is wrong with some of these PNM races. Yes, I'm saying it. Because you know, Andy, they see race behind every fig leaf. Their minds are like a fig leaf in a storm. Only race. We saw now where one is putting up a post about what Kamala didn't I would say buffer, because I can't remember the exact word that the degenerate used. Trump for ridiculing her. But you see, English is a hard thing for some people to understand, right? Trump never ridiculed her. He was making a distinction in her name. Oh, and she never said anything to Trump, but she buff up Camille. There is a big difference. Camille was ridiculing the lady on a platform with Sushila Prasad. Since when Mrs. Prasad-Bissessar name is Prasad? All these years, we know how many years we know Mrs. Prasad in Prasad-Bissessar in politics. She never went by her Sushila name, her Rasi name, her given Indian name. She never went by that. But suddenly I don't know where Balmati get it, and Balmati came out on the platform with it and ridiculing the lady, and have even Miss Tojam and all now talking about Sushala, right? So because Mrs. Prasad-Bissessar lashed back at her with her slave master name, telling about her slave master name, you come now to say that she didn't say anything to Trump. But Trump didn't ridicule her. No, the difference. You see, all you saw, all you just like bacchanal and commerce and confusion. Right? We saw and we heard what it is Balmati Robinson Regis was doing on the platform. So don't come here now and try to pretend it she didn't ridicule the lady. And in my opinion, no, I am not a flag bearer for Trump. Everybody know that. But in my opinion, he didn't ridicule her. He was making a distinction between the two names. Andy, thank you very much.
Go ahead, Snipes!
I'm Carrie Roberts, making the news at this time. The Ministry of Health is correcting public reports regarding the official name of the Couva Children's Hospital. In a media release, the ministry criticized a recent newspaper headline, "The Couva Hospital has no name," describing it as misleading. It said the facility, renamed by the former administration as the Couva Hospital and Multi-Training Facility, was formally reverted to its original name, Couva Children's Hospital, following cabinet approval in 2025. According to the ministry, signage displaying the hospital's correct name has already been installed at the front of the building. It added that a larger external sign is also being procured and is expected to be installed soon. The ministry emphasized its commitment to providing the public with accurate information and urged media houses to ensure proper verification before publishing. Transport Commissioner Clive Clark says the Transport Division will continue to support all initiatives, especially when all women are involved. Speaking to reporters following a walk around the Queen's Park Savannah in commemoration of International Women's Day on Sunday, he said women continue to be valued in every possible way.
Well, I must say it's a privilege to be here this morning to support all the women of the different agencies. I want to say also more so to Trinidad and Tobago. We at the Transport Division continue to support all initiatives, especially when our women are involved. We do have our female licensing officers here. It was a privilege this morning to walk with the Honorable Minister, with the Honorable Acting Prime Minister, and I think we are setting the right example for women of Trinidad and Tobago.
In other news, the Sri Krishan Chautal Group is calling on other community Chautal groups to educate communities to ensure the musical art form is preserved. Speaking to TTT News following their performance at Pagwa celebrations at the Mahatma Gandhi Institute for Cultural Cooperation over the weekend, acting president of the group Ganesh Ragunanan said this beautiful art form is at risk of dying if something is not done to encourage young persons to participate.
The Sri Krishan Chauta Group is embarking and teaching this art form. This art form is a dying art form, and we're trying to keep this art form alive. We teach a lot of Mahasabha schools, and we extending an invitation also for other Chautal groups to join us and let us teach these groups and them the correct way of singing Chautal.
He's encouraging other Chautal groups to bring back Pagwa celebrations in their communities to bring awareness of the festival and with it, the music that remains a critical part of festivities. Mr. Ragunanan is calling for more support for local Chautal groups to ensure that the music continues for many more generations. In some sport now, with 3 match days to go in the TT Premier Football League, Defence Force FC still leads the pack with an unbeaten record, but it's not a done deal for the team from Tetron, with Club Sando remaining within striking distance, just 4 points behind the defending champions. In third place are Miscellaneous Police FC, who were trailing after an hour in their match 19 game, with 5th place AC Port of Spain when the lights went out at the Ken Cook Ground Police Training Academy. The game was abandoned with the remaining 30 minutes to be played at a date to be announced by the TTPFL. Prison Service FC are in 4th after getting past relegation threatened FC Eagles 3-1 with goals from Kyron Williams, Ricardo John and Brendan Figuera. Dominic Douglas got a late consolation for the Canupia team. Action for match day 20 begins on Friday 13th March with a doubleheader at the La Joqueta Recreation Ground, Phase 2 beginning at 6 p.m. And that's your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. After the break, we return to Trinidad and Tobago today.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
She leads, she inspires, she makes history. This is Women Who Lead, a special International Women's Day feature on Talk City 91.1 FM.
I don't wanna stop your shine, 'cause I love it when you shine. Yeah.
Today on Women Who Lead, we spotlight Beryl McBurney. Before Caribbean dance was celebrated on international stages, one woman carried its rhythm to the world. Beryl McBurney was a pioneering dancer, choreographer, and cultural visionary who dedicated her life to preserving and promoting the rich folk traditions of Trinidad and Tobago and the wider Caribbean. In the 1940s, she founded the Little Carib Theatre in Woodbrook, a space that became the heartbeat of local folk dance, music, and storytelling. At a time when colonial influences dominated the cultural landscape, McBurney boldly championed African and Caribbean heritage, elevating it to respected artistic expression, both locally and abroad. She performed internationally, lectured in the United States, and brought Caribbean dance to global audiences long before cultural identity became a celebrated movement. Through discipline, artistry, and fierce pride in her roots, Beryl McBurney transformed traditional folk forms into national treasures. Her legacy lives on in every stage performance, every drum beat, and every young dancer who embraces Caribbean heritage with confidence. Beryl McBurney, a cultural pioneer, a visionary, a woman who led.
You've been listening to Women Who Lead, celebrating the women moving our nation forward. Brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM, your station for conversation, leadership, and community.
I don't wanna stop your shine, 'cause I love it when you shine. Yeah.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This March 8th, in celebration of International Women's Day, Talk City 91.1 FM proudly presents Women Who Lead. Imagine a world free of bias and discrimination. A world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where women's achievements are celebrated and their voices amplified. For over a century, International Women's Day has championed gender equality, and the journey continues. Join us as we highlight powerful, inspiring women who are breaking barriers and shaping our future. Women Who Lead, launching March 8th on Talk City 91.1 FM. Together, we can forge gender equality.
All you ever notice how water is part of everything we do? From singing in the shower, to washing the car, to cooling off after a long day. Here's a friendly reminder from WASA. Before you move, before you relax, before you enjoy the day, pay your WASA bill. It's easy to do. Pay online anytime at wasa.gov.tt. Visit a WASA customer service center. Use the self-service kiosk or pay at authorized partners like Western Union and commercial banks. Water is life, and we're evolving to serve you. Join the evolution. Pay your bill. This message is brought to you by the Water and Sewerage Authority.
South Trinidad, we're turning up the love on Thursday, March 19th, the night before the holiday. Sweet 100.1 FM brings you Reggae Love Live. And we're taking over the lobby in South Trinidad for one unforgettable night. Enjoy big reggae anthems, sweet lovers rock, and so much more. Pure reggae vibes all night long. This is your midweek escape, your reason to step out and feel irie.
Before you pull that trigger, hate to see when youths become friend killers.
Bring your crew, bring your energy, bring your best vibes, because we're lighting up the launch with music you know and love. Admission is free, so no excuses. Thursday, March 19th at the lobby. This is Reggae Love Live. One love, one launch, 100.
Before the sun, before the road, the talk starts here. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report. The ground report. The ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The ground report. The ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The ground report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Nice. We are back. Time check. It's approximately 11 minutes past the hour. 11 minutes past the hour to past 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the pitbull of radio, Lennox Smith and Director Snipes. I want to play back something that I played already to continue moving forward because I have some clips to play for you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And yes, I haven't said good morning up to now to my maxi taxi drivers, PX drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to each and every one of my drivers. I hope it all highlighting there when all they stop to get all they change and all they on the stand park up talking about who woman come in all their car and all their maxi and they look good, and who the drivers is like barbers and hairdressers, you know. They know everybody business. So I hope all they spreading the business at the Ground Report, letting everybody know that the Ground Report is back, where they can find us on Talk City 91.1 FM. Because it's the only radio program that commits to you, the drivers of Trinidad and Tobago, on a morning between the hours of 6 and 9, Monday to Friday. Listen to any other program, you will never hear a program or its hosts and them committed to you, the drivers of Trinidad and Tobago, so much. My maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PX drivers, bus drivers, truckers, white panel van, 7-seaters, donkey, horse, ants, rat. No, that means not cars. Oh, that is to show you the kind of commitment.
And that is why we can say very convincingly and very, what I consider to be authoritatively, that a boom is pending in Trinidad and Tobago, having regard to all of these circumstances, because we bring the truth and nothing but the truth. And that is why, out of an abundance of caution, I would want to, of course, make certain that people understand when I said earlier that the largest company, energy company in the United States was in fact, or is in fact, in Trinidad. And of course, Andy went on to say it was Exxon when I was unable to recollect that particular company. I want to make it clear. Yes, it was Exxon. It is Exxon that is in Trinidad as well as in Guyana. Close to 1 million barrels that they would be extracting now as they move forward. But most importantly, Chevron is the one that would now be engaging the attention of the government to participate in our oil and gas industry. Let's make it very clear, because using loose talk about lack of research and so on, I have a difficulty with that when we try our best to make certain that the information that reaches the population is what, and we do not claim at all that we are the repository of all information, and where there is the need for correction, we so engage. So I don't want that reputation of the Ground Report to be lost by and from anyone, and anyone making insinuations to the contrary. We have a duty and responsibility to dispel. That's all I'm saying. Yes, so Chevron is the new kid that will enter the arena, but Exxon, when I said, of course, the largest company, I mean, common sense will tell you that I was referring to Exxon, even though I did not mention the word Exxon. Yeah,
nice, Andy. Nice. Now we're talking about Trinidad and Tobago. Nice. So I want to get something here cracking. Yes, I want to get something here cracking. So let's first pause this. Put it across, right? Pull this here so. Yeah, hide this here so. And let's get down to some business here, man. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
But you've been a great president, and we appreciate the relationship very much. President of Paraguay, Santiago Peña, thank you very much. Thank you very much. President of Ecuador, Danielle Noboa. Danielle, thank you. Thank you, Danielle. President of Panama, I love that canal. Jose, I think he made the greatest deal in history. He bought it for $1. One of our brilliant presidents. I can't sleep over that deal. They gave it to him for $1. Jose Raul Molino was, you know, he made one of the greatest real estate deals in history. Jimmy Carter, one of our great presidents. President of Honduras, Tito Esfora. Thank you, Tito. Thank you very much. Great to see you the other day. President of Guyana, Irfan Ali. Thank you. President of Bolivia, Rodrigo Paz. Thank you very much. Great people. Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And I have to be very careful with this because, you know, your first name is very similar to a first name that we have, but fortunately it's pronounced different. It's Kamala. It's supposed to Kamala. I like Kamala better in many ways. And I just want to say thank you very much, but I had to be careful with that first name. I didn't want to get it mixed up because it would ruin your reputation completely. Right? I said, is this the same pronunciation? No, sir, it's a little different. It's Cam, right? Cam, as opposed to Cam. But we don't like Cam. President of Costa Rica, Rodrigo. But you've been a great...
Some people say that Donald Trump was insulting our prime minister. Are they correct with that, or was he not sending a lot of love to her there and getting a warning where she's so lucky that her name is not like the one up there where he have? What says thou all in sundry?
Well, that is it. He was referring, of course, to his competitor from the Democratic presidential candidate who lost to him, and therefore he was using that for domestic consumption, and was making it very clear that it's a good thing that the name is not entirely similar. Otherwise, he would have had difficulty one way or another. But clearly, he was projecting a quip, if you want to call it that, a difference to his domestic political audience, which is the United States. Everybody would have known that. It's only in Trinidad, and anybody who is not familiar with the runnings of the American system would say something different to what he really meant. He was really taunting his Democratic opponents.
Just like how Bossman sent a message this morning saying the Honorable Prime Minister gave the go-ahead to be killing people or if it go. But he also, Donald Trump also mentioned, who don't watch TV will be the only people that will go out there to play the running drugs. You have to be stupid. You know we're blowing up boats. You know we're looking for you. We have the intelligence. We can pick up a needle in a haystack from our cameras in space. Right? But yet still, all they go out there to play all the running drugs. I ain't hear no boat get blow up. Or no fisherman boat who really fishing get no blow up. The boats I here get blow up is boat where have 4 big engine and totally out of the zone. You understand? So I will say, well, So, what you say there too irrelevant by saying here where it is, it's only Venezuelans or drug cartel runners who don't watch TV will know, don't run no drugs and you see with no pirog. But that what the man say. What says so before I play a clip? I want to hear him say something else again. I want to make sure I hear what he says.
Yeah, no, I think you have hit the nail on the head. There is no need to say add what clearly is comprehensive. That is what it is. They have the technology. They have exercised the technology during that period of intensive activities, surveillance and kinetic actions on these drug runners that utilize these speed pirogues, and it will continue. And the Shield of the Americas is designed, of course, to sustain that fight with the use, of course, of the participants, domestic and regional apparatus for so doing, so that you prevent the populations across the hemisphere of being subjected to these drug cartels and the evil that they bring with it, among other things.
All right, let me hear again. I just wanted to make sure I hear what I hear.
Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and I have to be very careful with this because, you know, your first name is very similar to a first name that we have, but fortunately it's pronounced different. It's Kamala. It's opposed to Kamala. I like Kamala better in many ways. And I just want to say thank you very much, but I had to be careful with that first name. I didn't want to get it mixed up because it would ruin your reputation completely. Right? I said, is this the same pronunciation? No, sir, it's a little different. It's Cam, right? Cam, as opposed to Cam. Well, we don't like Cam. President of Costa Rica, Rodrigo. Prime Minister of Trinidad.
Oh, boy, sir,
It's Kamala,
Yeah.
Kamala, Kamala. He was referring to for his domestic political consumption purposes and to taunt the Democrats in that regard. So he just pounced on it and generated that quip in the process and generated a laugh because
yeah, you hear him laughing. You hear them laughing.
Yeah, will know who he referred to because he beat her in the presidential elections, coming in as an underdog, and she had, of course, a tremendous amount of resources in a very short space of time. Biden copped out, etc. So she was the default because of being deputy president. She would have been, of course, the default candidate for the Democrats, and they lost disgracefully.
Exactly.
So he was just poking on that, yeah.
Nice. So now let me go for some WhatsApps. Messages. Let me hear what the people have to say. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, but I wanted to play back something. Who vexed lost? I'm going to play back this day quick.
Good morning, Andy. What a wonderful weekend of talks with world leaders, including Prime Minister Kamala of TNT, who I met for the first time. She's such a lovely lady, and now she's an ally in the war against narco-trafficking, gangs, and crime. Look out for criminals. To be on the run now because of the treaty we agreed on, it's time to turn the tables on all criminal activities, Andy. And thanks to Prime Minister Kamala and President Ali of Guyana, the Shield of America's crime plan will do that now. Let me deal with that loudmouth busman who knows nothing about the geopolitical matters. I'm involved in Venezuela, Iran, and Cuba are some of the countries I'm trying to clean up. Maybe busman should stick to being under the bus and reporting on where has grass to cut. Geopolitics is not for you, busman, so stop embarrassing yourself, okay? Anyway, have a great day, Andy, and let's be safe, friends.
Morning, everybody. First of all, I want to put nobody in this place. Last week, Friday,
It's Trump talk to you. You're putting nobody in place, all right? I want to play it. I want to play it over. I have a reason why I'm doing all of this. It's a lead up to something. But you need to answer Trump, boss man. Stay out of the geopolitics. You ain't know nothing about the geopolitics. But let's hear where you are. Let's talk about nobody.
Nobody criticized me and said I am a liar and I don't know what I'm talking about. I want to tell nobody something. Nobody cares about your dumb dunce vocal contributions. You just talk in a kind of condescending way and you feel you know everything. And you're not. I just do my research and get my information from the sources so I could talk on it. Anyway, I want to see. The Prime Minister met Donald Trump last week Saturday, and the government of Trinidad and Tobago has disgraced the entire Caribbean. You, Andy, you heard that speech that Trump gave at the seminar? He said that the United States is going to use more lethal force and is going to be highly intolerant of drug cartels and fishing boats, right? So that means the United States has already developed a ghastly reputation for blowing up boats and killing people. And it's going to be worse now. So in other words, more people will get killed. The Prime Minister sold us a story that she's going to speak to Donald Trump, right, on the basis of getting funding. I think it was to run the country and to reopen the refinery and to also strengthen regional security. The Prime Minister has no right to be there because the man said he is going to kill people, right? Kill people. So what we do in supporting that on an international stage? Is the government of Trinidad and Tobago going mad? Is something wrong with us? What nonsense is this? How could you support an arrangement like that? So in other words then, when our fishermen get killed, right, what is the Prime Minister going to say? Because he said that he's going to use lethal strength. Why is Trump not arresting people and bringing them before a judge to get a trial? This nonsense has to stop. And we only running down America and everything, right? This is the most disgraceful performance I've ever seen from this government. And this government is supporting war crimes. That is it. And CNC3 News told Kamala Prasad-Bisesa last night, stay out of Trump's way because he's very erratic. 1 minute he could be her friend and next minute be her enemy. Eh? So let the government of Trinidad and Tobago plunge vertically into Donald Trump's trap. I am very ashamed this morning of what I saw Saturday. I gone.
Good morning, gentlemen. Gentlemen, Saturday was a day that would go down in history for Trinidad and Tobago and for our Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Prasad-Bisesa. Gentlemen, I don't give a damn about what the haters have to say, because there are people who want to see Kamala Prasad-Bisesa, the government of Trinidad and Tobago fail. You understand? But we who want our country to rise, we know better. And we are going to keep on the path of positive thinking. We are going to be prepared to receive our blessings. And we must get to a point where we are not listening, we do not care, we are not interested, we don't want to hear not one damn word that the PNM opposition and all the haters of Trinidad and Tobago have to say. All your talk, We can't stop all you from brain. But let me tell all you this. All you can't stop this progress. All you could do is what all you're accustomed doing. Talk, 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 and no action to take Trinidad and Tobago where we want it to be. So people, don't bother with them. You see the haters? They can't stop hating. Let us stay focused. Let us stay strong. Let us give our Prime Minister and our government and our country all the prayers, all the love, and all the support that it needs now. Because anybody, as I always say, with the slightest bit of common sense, could see better days are coming for all of us. My only regret is that the haters had to be here to share in the goodness of Trinidad and Tobago. But as we say, we are going to keep on praying, we're going to keep on supporting, and let it be known, all who never, ever, for the past 10 years, had any solution, anything good for Trinidad and Tobago, all you, hush now, hush. We don't want to hear all you. You understand? God is in the boss, and trust me, He is blessing Trinidad and Tobago, and the good people of Trinidad and Tobago. Blessings to all of you.
Andy, good morning again to you, Lennox, Nigel, and to everybody outside there. Andy, my second front burner issue is useless, wasteless Penny. So she is trying to make excuses for the derogatory remarks that Gatsby Dolly, the Juve clown, said about Mrs. Pasabi Cecil. Right? And yeah, I want to know if she was referring to her, people, a woman like her, to teach younger girls. Gatsby Dolly have nothing to teach anybody. Absolutely nothing. In the first place, it just goes to the lady's character. It goes to her character. Imagine being a former Minister of Education. That is what you're going to post? And Penny's making excuses for that? No, Penny. No. No. And you vexed because Mrs. Pasabi Cecil didn't tell you what she was going to discuss with Trump. Who is you again? Did Rowley ever discuss anything with this nation, or even Mrs. Pasabi Cecil, when he was fraternizing with Maduro? When he was in the Congo line with Maduro? When 13 times Stuart Young was using the Guards jet to go to helicopters or whatever it was, from the Air Guards to go to visit Maduro. When he was spending all the millions and giving Maduro, did he tell us anything? No. So you sit down quiet in a corner, okay? We don't want to hear from you because you all want to disrupt this country. And then we hear the next one sitting on a platform in Tadapuna. Andy, he took a whole bucket of water to express a spoonful of thoughts, and yet still we couldn't understand what it is the bicycle man was saying. My God, I was lost in translation. I don't know how those, and they were cheering, eh? They were cheering. I think they had an interpreter there. Because right-thinking citizens outside here couldn't understand anything that he was saying. Thanks a lot.
Good morning to the magnificent tree. Andy Sarawat, the sniper. Let me tell you something. Right now, the PNM on a rule, as Dominic Rumen say, we want all to put us back in government. So them on nothing in Trinidad, how the hell is government solve nothing? Because all them want to go back is in power. But as you rightly say, it have 4 years. So then, why again on so if it have 4 years? But the idea is that is for the general election. But remember, it have a local election taking place maybe next year, please God. So that's what they're trying to win back some seat on that, to see if they have any value in Trinidad and Tobago. Because remember, in Tobago, they annihilate them. So they can't fight back in Tobago again, because they know Tobago done with them. So they're trying now to see how they could get back in Trinidad to win some seat to say, well, the PNM is a viable force again in Trinidad. So that's why now them on an election campaign right through. Anyhow you take it, the PNM will never support nothing in Trinidad right now. And the government could say this, they could say that. The PNM against it. Another thing, what Trump was doing with Kamala Bissessa, he was trying to distinguish the name Kamala to Kamala. And he was saying that he had to be careful with the name because remember Kamala fought him for the presidential election in America. So that's why he was trying to say something like that. Because Kamala is a dangerous name. So that's why Trump was doing that. And for the war going on is a big brother, small brother thing. They hitting the small country like the Arab country for them to run to Trump and say stop bombing Iraq. Because Iran might hit we harder when you bomb them. Because remember the small brother, big brother thing. But that ego, Trump will annihilate them when the time comes. This one.
Morning, Adi again. Hey, I listen to Santa Cruz. Listen, I never know that they could complain about everything but Kamala and who is Kamala Harris and who is Kamala. The man just pronouncing the name. You just try to don't make it. It's a difference. So that's you try to pronounce and figure it out. What they're making a big deal. I think Trinidad and Tobago belongs to the PNM, right? Belong to the PNM or black people it belong to? No, it belongs to Trinidad and Trinbagodian. Not all here. All they cannot run anything. All they cannot do nothing, a waste of time. Right? It's a waste of time and all over the world. All they can run nothing. All that stuff crooks. Right? Corruption, crook. Anywhere they go. Sorry for that. I don't care.
Bossman, stop talking one set of crap. All your PNM really had on shit. PNM finished Trinidad. They don't care about black people. All the constituency is crime-ridden poverty, and all is still talk about PNM.
Good morning, Ground Report. Andy, sometime when I listen to this boss man, I just get so upset I feel to turn off my blast to the radio and thing, and get offline, Tell this man to keep people arrested. The man dirty, she dumb, he stupid, everything put together. I getting fed up of he. Why you ain't go and jump in a bus from San Fernando to Penal, from Penal to Guayaguari, from Guayaguari to Port of Spain, go down Carolines and go back to Toco and thing, and stay on the bus and shut him out?
Nobody, bossman. I feel like going insane. I feel like just like Penny. You're a disgrace to this country. You're just like PNM. You're just like Rowley. You're talking a bag of rubbish. Only a bag of rubbish comes out your mouth. You talk nothing. What Kamala doing to affect, to cause a problem in this country? Did PNM do anything to save this country? Why ain't going to tell Rowley that and Stuart Young to disgrace this country? By aiding and abetting Maduro, the drivers closing down the refinery. And what about the COVID that killed thousands of people in Trinidad too? You have no sense. Why you come out of Prime Minister? Why you try to be a Prime Minister? We could run any country. You are talking this government ever since you started the boss. Why you going to look for an old boss to live in? Scram. You're talking rubbish. You're talking from under the dump.
Morning. It's a Lennox and crew. And the Red Bull. First time caller. Just want you all to know. The opposition leader and Pamsa Mary Wayne and Roman, who don't have anything to say good about our Prime Minister. Miss Penny don't even vote 1 cent right now. So it's just waste of time just even listening to her. That's all.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Must say good morning to the honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. She rocking full 100 and hard with the powerful man in the world, Donald Trump, to bring security, bring back the economy. We're going to be booming again. Everybody going to be happy. And I just begging. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Director Snipes. Good morning to the Honorable Prime Minister. She went and met one of the most powerful men in the world, by Donald Trump, by, to bring security, energy, everything, by. Everybody gonna be happy. We cook. Everybody gonna be happy. We're gonna be booming again. And I hear one of your voice notes talking about racist. She in charge of that. Yeah, racist is not a racist, you know. But Andy, and keep on knocking and fighting. And that's deference are getting by. I don't see the Honorable Prime Minister and talk to she. Them MPs and them, the victimizing you. When they go there, some staff and them, they don't ask you what color clothes you have on, where you come here for. I never vote for them, you know. I never campaign with them, you know. So Andy, the ground is looking too nice. People need jobs, opportunities, and nothing happening. Like a certain people getting sure about.
But you know, say by KFC, the woman with the most powerful man, that thing's going on boom. We're going to be booming again. Everybody going to get jobs. KFC going to have 5 walk. 5 walk, KFC. And then you still turn around. Your tongue worse than Donald Trump, boy. I trust Donald Trump more than I trust you, KFC. Because I can understand that. Lennox, what you have to say on that before we go for that break, that needed break, before director's time, tell we. Go ahead.
It sounds like an oxymoron, a built-in contradiction, because here it is, you started off by saying you anticipate, like we have expressed already earlier, that there will be an inevitable boom coming to Trinidad and Tobago, having regard to the unfortunate circumstance of a war that would have caused the price of oil and gas to balloon to extraordinary levels. So that's the first, so that's immediate. And then, of course, we have the situation with respect to the expanding of our gas, oil, and petrochemical industries with the restarting of the oil refinery and the expanding into deep waters with Chevron and Exxon already here. So we know that it is inevitable. What we have to do is to wait. And I would have expected that at the end of the day, even though he said what he said at the ending, he should have said, well, we simply have to wait. But he went on, of course, to contradict the earlier statement. So we have to correct that.
Nice. Before I start go over the break, let me just read one thing there quick from Old Tilda. KFC, I hope you take this opportunity to go to the drilling school so you can be a part of the new boom. Right? But on rig, you don't reach late and rain don't fall on rig. Remember he said, he living far. He does. He that he
when he got an opportunity. He then, of course, lay down the terms and conditions of his work. He wants work where, of course, he has to come at a time when he probably does all his domestic and complete, and then battle with the traffic, etc. He doesn't know probably that he has to get up a little earlier to beat the traffic.
Snipes, take me out there.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Tune in to the Holy Trinity Cathedral program on Talk City 91.1 FM every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mark your calendar. It's a great way to stay connected with the spiritual reflections, uplifting messages, and community updates right here with us on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Imagine a gender-equal world. A world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination. A world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where differences are valued and celebrated. This March 8th, in recognition of International Women's Day, Talk City 91.1 FM proudly launches Women Who Lead, a powerful feature highlighting dynamic women who are breaking barriers, leading with purpose, and shaping our nation's future. Tune in to Talk City 91.1 FM starting March 8th for Women Who Lead, because when women rise, we all rise.
Inspired by actual events.
Everybody has a fear something, right? Well, so do I.
This is Janine. Despite resolving an incident in the past, Janine developed the fear of late electricity bill payments.
Current gonophobia is no joke. Sometimes I would even black out. It was horrible. I felt so afraid and powerless.
Thankfully, Janine took charge of her life when she was encouraged to sign up for TNTech's free online e-bill service.
E-billing is such a brilliant idea. Signing up was a breeze, thanks to that knowledgeable CSR. And now I have the power to pay my bill on time, fearlessly. Thanks, TNTech.
Visit ttec.co.tt to sign up for e-billing today. TNTech, the power to make it work.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
She leads, she inspires, she makes history. This is Women Who Lead, a special International Women's Day feature on Talk City 91.1 FM.
I don't wanna smoke your shine, 'cause I love it when you shine. Yeah.
Today on Women Who Lead, we spotlight Pat Bishop. Some leaders use their voices to speak. Pat Bishop used hers to transform a nation's sound. Dr. Pat Bishop was a musician, composer, conductor, educator, and cultural visionary whose influence shaped the musical identity of Trinidad and Tobago. Best known for her pioneering work with the steel band movement, she was one of the first women to arrange and conduct panorama orchestras at the highest level, bringing discipline, musical sophistication, and choral precision to the steel pan stage. At a time when the steel band arena was largely male-dominated, she stood confidently at the front of the orchestra, baton in hand. Beyond panorama, Dr. Bishop was deeply involved in classical music, choral development, and arts education. She lectured at the University of the West Indies and played a vital role in elevating national music standards, blending European classical traditions with Caribbean rhythm and spirit. Her leadership extended beyond performance. She was a thinker, a reformer, and a guardian of artistic excellence. Through steel pan, choir, and classroom, Pat Bishop reshaped the cultural landscape and inspired generations of musicians to strive for brilliance. Dr. Pat Bishop, visionary, trailblazer, and a true woman who led. Talk City 91.1 FM, celebrating women who lead.
You've been listening to Women Who Lead, celebrating the women moving our nation forward. Brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM, your station for conversation, leadership, and community.
I don't wanna smoke your shine, 'cause I love it when you shine. Yeah.
Hard questions, honest answers, real conversations from the ground up. If you want to know what's really happening, don't miss the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Hey, Joel Mohan, morning, my brother. Gloria, your birthday was Saturday, girl. It was you celebrate your birthday Saturday. And to all who celebrate the birthday Saturday and celebrating the birthday today, happy birthday, belated birthday, and happy birthday to those of you today. Right, so we're going to do. Let's take some calls, so let's make it short and sweet because I need to go back to the voice notes. Go ahead, caller. A pleasant good morning to you. Welcome to the Ground Report, the #1 talk show program in Trinidad and Tobago. Go ahead, caller.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Andy. Good morning to all who helping with this program. This is Diego Martin inside. And I want to clap back to Penny, Senseless Penny, and the PNM. Wanted the Prime Minister to meet with them before she go abroad, particularly on the crime issue. Tell Penny and the PNM, remember their posturing when the Honorable Prime Minister wrote to the former Prime Minister KCR, and she tell him, let me discuss crime. Who he sent? He sent a compromised AG, a fella by the name of Limor, who caused us at least 55 million, 33 in America and 20 in Trinidad, the missing files. They choose him to lead. Serious business we want to talk. Then the opposition had all those meetings with all the communities about crime. What did PNM do? They failed to show up to discuss it. So an external observer will say, hey, why you associating yourself with an organization, a political party, not interested in crime? She can't go and talk to Trump and say she was consulted with KCR and Penniless and all of them. Trump would say, no, them fellas and them facilitating you all with this crime. So I'm glad. No, this has been facetious, but Alexander utterances apparently is coming to pass. Remember, about 5-6 months ago when Kamala told him stay in the line, when he said Moody go nuke Venezuela, well, Moody don't have to do that because of this alignment in Latin America, and we're going after the drug cartel. You know what Trump say? Use military force against them. He said all you have available to all you through this coalition, missiles to drop it on the Venezuelan if they open up their mouth and they want to threaten. Yeah, see what Ufan Ali said in the interview with Fox? Guyana was being threatened by Venezuela. So everybody happy that we now have somebody backing us, have our backs. And to give PNM a piece of the cake, you see the slow boat they buy, the Galleon Passage, we should be retrofit that now, put a gun on it, have it as a gunboat and put
30 seconds again, go ahead.
Yeah, I finished to use that, retrofit that, and let the PNM say they buy a vessel, we go retrofit it, use it as a gunboat for Venezuelan and the narco traffickers. I go on. Have a nice morning.
Thank you very much. A pleasant good morning to you, caller. Calling from, and what's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning, the #1 program? And yes, I don't think it's unprofessional because David Ian, I don't think Andy, that's unprofessional. You do not eat on a live. Come off the video and eat. You never watch talk show programs, modern days, where men drinking coffee, eating burger, handling their stories. Boy, there's reality talk show program, you know. If I pum all going on here, you know, when I don't eat I pum, I say, excuse me. If I belch, I say, oh my God. They will talk reality talk program. That is why it's the best, you know. We just do things, Lennox, remember it's called the word? When you're not doing things official, we just do things how? Like how Donald Trump, he kind of...
Unorthodox.
Unorthodox. This is unorthodox. That's why I want, that's why I can't not have Lennox Smith as my co-host. You know. Nice. So that's unorthodox. And then you love
Good morning.
Good morning to you, caller.
A pleasant morning to the Pitbull Andy Williams, and to my friend Lennox Smith, the Englishman, and to my brother Mr. Snipes.
Oh,
it's a good Monday morning. Hello, it's a good Monday morning in Trinidad. So let me give my 2 cents quickly with the 2 minutes that you allotted to me.
Yes.
Let me say this. Trinidadians don't know what they want. They're making a big song and dance about nothing. I'll tell you what. As we well aware, Andy, Lennox, and Snipes, in regards to surveillance and detection, it's an all-time low in Trinidad. Andy, permit me to repeat this. In regards to surveillance and detection, it's an all-time low in Trinidad. And that summit where the Honorable Prime Minister would have signed on to, it will benefit us. When we look at the Southern Peninsula in regards to crime, criminality, gun running, all these things, and I don't know if it's flying over people's head, but do not forget Trinidad hold the chair for safety and security in CARICOM. Let me repeat. The Honorable Prime Minister holds the chair for crime safety in CARICOM. I am saying here, the only thing in this, Andy and Lennox and Snipe, we would benefit immensely for far too long. And I'm saying, I'm appealing to African people now, talk to your children. Because I'll tell you, after what would have happened there, and I don't know if people understand that summit, where they will now co-partner. They could come in on land and they will deal with the errand, gang, drug dealers, all these things. So as I land the plane, I am saying it's a good initiative. I support it. I am saying let's give it a chance to work. We are too quickly to just jump to the edge of our seat and condemn things. We need to thank the Prime Minister. We need to congratulate her for taking such decision. I think what will happen here, she positioned Trinidad and Tobago to benefit with the crime, safety, and security, and the entire energy sector. Tabakit out and off. I thank you. Good program.
Thank you very much, Tabakit. Nice. You see the calls let me see if I have a calls. If only have any on the side there, only go I'll go back to the voice notes and them. Hundreds of voice notes already.
Well, as we go quickly to the news at 8, I want to say that there is need for a clarification. The opposition is saying that this SOE was called to emasculate or to stymie public speech and gathering and so on. But while at the same time, they were making that statement at a public gathering and speeches politically in Tonapuna. So, but there are other more complicated matters that relating to the particular regulation to which they refer, Regulation 11, which of course we could deal with after the news.
So in other words, we're saying if it was so bad, Lennox Smith, well, them were supposed to be arrested.
That's right, exactly. That is what I mean. This opposition is coming over better than maybe Larry Joseph and Tommy Joseph all in one, because it's a bunch of jokers. You cannot be so concerned about public speech and political hustings, rhetoric, and then you yourself, by that statement, is engaging in the very activity that you said that the government is attempting to stymie or curtail. I mean, it is just ridiculous.
Hey, Andy,
Hilarious.
morning here. I see Philip Alexander Porter thing yesterday. They with $34 million was spent in Wasson. He was asking Marvin Gonzalez, Camille, and Penny to explain where the money was spent on, because apparently no work was done and $34 million was paid. So shed some light on that now.
We will check and shed some light on that after the news. Because
Yes,
Snipes is a sharp shooter. Like Wesley Snipes, a good actor, but he's a good one. He's not acting, he real. So Director Snipes, prepare yourself. If I only had a 30 seconds clip, I would have played it from the clip that take we straight in. But let's go to the best news in Trinidad and Tobago. Snipers there, Director Snipes.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Minister of Homeland Security, Roger Alexander, says the current state of emergency has been successful so far. Speaking with TTT News at Pagua celebrations in El Dorado on Sunday evening, the minister said police have been making significant inroads since the measure took effect.
From the date it started and today, we have received about, we have seized about 9 or 10 firearms, if I'm not mistaken. We also have detained a number of persons. And, you know, sometimes I hear people talk and I hear they mention to us time after time, you know, what happens after, what happens after, what happens after, why nobody's charged. If you're having something called a preventative detention order, is it not to prevent something from happening? And if you prevent something from happening, then it did not happen.
Minister Alexander also criticized the opposition for rejecting the regulations guiding the state of emergency.
I also noticed that there was a paparazzi type finish by the People's National Movement. That's all I could call it, a paparazzi type finish, because they are complaining about the regulations. But they didn't realize that all we did, we dust it off. The ones that they had in 2024, dust it off, improve on it, and bring it back. And now they are rejecting it.
Inter-Caribbean Airways has officially launched its new 4 times weekly service between Grantley Adams International Airport and Piarco International Airport, a move government says strengthens regional travel, trade and tourism. Speaking at the official launch and arrival of the airline on Sunday evening, Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation Eli Zakur said the new route reflects growing confidence in TNT as a Caribbean gateway and marks another step in expanding the country's aviation footprint.
This development represents an important step forward in strengthening regional connectivity, and deepening direct links between Trinidad and Tobago and one of the Caribbean's key aviation hubs. Inter-Caribbean Airways operates an extensive regional network connecting more than 20 destinations across the Caribbean. Their decision to include Trinidad and Tobago reflects both the strength of our aviation sector and the opportunities that lie ahead for regional.
Minister Zakur said the service is not just a new line on a schedule, but is an investment in regional integration that will boost business, tourism, and people-to-people links across the Caribbean.
It is an investment in regional integration. It supports tourism by making it easier for visitors to experience the culture and energy of Trinidad and Tobago. It supports trade by facilitating the movement of business travelers and strengthening commercial relationships. And it strengthens the bonds that unite Caribbean people. The launch of this service demonstrates a commitment to strengthening regional connectivity and transforming distance into opportunity for the people of the Caribbean.
Inter-Caribbean connects more than 20 destinations across the Caribbean, and the new service between Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados will operate 4 times weekly, which officially began on Sunday. In sport now, history was made in Ahmedabad on Sunday night, and India made sure of it in emphatic fashion to lift the ICC Men's T20 World Cup for a record 3rd time, brushing aside New Zealand in a final that was never really a contest. In front of a 132,000-strong crowd inside the stadium, India took the game away from New Zealand entirely, with their batters putting on 92 runs inside the first 6 overs alone. Sanju Samson finishing with 89 off 45 balls. Inshan Kishan kept his foot on the gas with a blistering 54 off 25 as India posted 255 4-5. New Zealand's reply never threatened. Finn Allen, Rishin Ravindra and Glenn Phillips all fell cheaply. Only Tim Seifert resisted with a top score of 52 as the batting lineup simply had no answer for India's attack. Jasprit Bumrah was unplayable. His 4 wickets for just 15 runs marked the first time a bowler has taken a 4-wicket haul in a T20 World Cup final. Axar Patel on his home turf was equally devastating, spinning out 3 batters as New Zealand folded for 159 in 19 overs, 96 runs short of their target. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From the entire team here, have a great day.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Our motto is keep it pumping. We need exploration and production.
Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, Dr. The Honorable Rudal Munilal, says production deals are set to take shape. He emphasized that government remains focused on boosting domestic energy production, even as cross-border projects continue to develop. Speaking following Thursday's post-cabinet media briefing, the minister gave further insight into these developments.
As you know, we did undertake a competitive bid round late last year. Emerging from that, we had very strong interest by a company, a very important company, of course, CNOOC, a China national offshore oil company. The coast is clear for the full exploration production at Loren, at Manikin Kokina, and at Dragon. But I want to make the point for the Trinidad and Tobago citizens to understand that we are not depending on cross-border or across-border gas alone. We have what could be about 11 other projects that we are working on almost on a daily basis. As you know, we established the Energy Accelerator Hub. We have been working with the oil majors in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have been working with them to fast forward a lot.
The energy minister also addressed the status of the Dragon gas deal.
Shell and the government of Venezuela today signed a framework agreement that allows Shell to operate with a greater amount of ease and certainty and predictability with projects involving Dragon gas and possibly others. But we are happy today that Shell has indeed signed a framework agreement. We continue to work with the stakeholders, both Shell and BP, to ensure that as far as possible we keep a timeline so that those projects will bear fruit. As you know, the gas will go to installation in Trinidad waters, the hibiscus installation, and then we will discuss all the arrangements with NGC. There's a contract in place. There's an agreement with the government of Venezuela. There are agreements with Shell. There are agreements with NGC, and I don't think there's any holdback. We should be in a position to see the fruits of that deal by the third quarter of 2027, unless something else changes.
Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, Dr. The Honorable Rudal Munilal, says these efforts will increase revenue while boosting the industry. The aim is to create greater economic stability in the short term as the country works to secure its long-term energy sector objectives.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
From the road to the radio, Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it loud.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Hi, good morning, Ground Report. Trump was only making a joke and having fun with the two names. Why people have to think so negative about everything. But by their thoughts, you will know them. Bye-bye.
Morning to the ground report crew. The bossman is stating that if Trump going to kill innocent people on the sea, right? But the American people have enough X-ray, they call it X-ray, that can see what in a boat. And if they say the boat stop, the boat's supposed to stop. They know if you have fish or if you have drugs in it. They will see through the X-ray. They will see. When they want to Saddam Hussein, they know where Saddam Hussein eating, sleeping when you get up. Same thing with the road. They know when you're eating, they're sleeping, and they have surveillance for that. They have enough X-ray to get into it. If you are a person of interest for the American, they know where you are. They know they just roam over your house and know everything you're doing in your house. So talk as stupid. So you want drugs to come in here to kill innocent people, right? That what you want. That what you're talking about. That PNM styling. But let me tell you something, boss man. It's better sometimes you keep your mouth shut and let people think you are a fool than to open it and confirm it. Have a good day.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Time check. It's 11 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you are locked onto the #1 program. The biggest talk show program in Trinidad and Tobago. On a morning, right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. And you can also get us on our several social media platforms at Talk City 91.9 on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. We could also get us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube, Cordo Transformation on YouTube, 648 Television, that Irvin Felix and his wife them on the YouTube. Or you could also get us on The Ground Report. Yes, on YouTube. You just put in The Ground Report. That's when you leave your maxis, your taxis, your PH vehicle, your buses, your 7-seaters. When you leave the drop you're taking to. Just get on your phone and go to any one of them social media platforms and continue listening to us, okay? Drivers, my drivers! You all had any problems this morning? Remember where's the code, eh? Where's somebody passenger drive, not this morning, drive, turn that. We want to hear music. We want to hear the big dog and Lennox Smith, the big wood man. We don't want to hear them in no drive. My drivers, watch them in the reference mirror. And if somebody know, tell you they boy drive, me want to hear that turn your deck. Turn this program. You all know what is the code. Put them out of your maxi, put them out. Put them out of your taxi, put them out. Put them out of your 7-seater, put them out. Put them out of the bus, put them out. The bus man, he listening. That's why he could think. So, leave bus man. Put them out of the truck, put them out. But hear what? If they mop it, put them out of your PH car, put them out. But hear what? If they mopping a drop, meaning they ain't paying you nothing. They come in and want to tell you change your deck from this big program. What is the code for that again? Don't put them out. Throw them out!
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Nice. So let's go to the lines there, unless my co-hosts have something you want to chuck in there before we continue.
Yeah. Quickly, I just want to conclude the controversial clause 11, regulation 11, and it was 12 in the PNM's SOE. And in that particular regulation, it states, and let me just read it for you. No person shall endeavor, whether oral or otherwise, to influence public opinion in a manner likely to be prejudicial to public safety and order, or B, do any well, let me leave it there. That is the part of that particular regulation that is controversial. You see, the opposition today is saying that which was amended because a blogger went to the courts under the last administration to say prejudicial to public order would curtail people's right to speak, movement, and political expression. And the government of the day then, the last government, pull out that from or amended that particular clause or that particular regulation. And they deleted the part that says prejudicial to public order, and they just put in public safety. And it is the same thing that was replicated in this regulation, in this SOE, today with this existential government. But the only difference is called Regulation 11. Then it was Regulation 12. You see? And so the public safety part of it was retained, and the public order part of it continued to be withdrawn. Yet still, the present opposition, who had to amend theirs because there was a concern about infringing fundamental freedoms and rights according to our constitution, and the rights that is enshrined therein, they are having a problem. And as I said, it's so ridiculous that here it is, they are concerned about it, but having a public meeting, they call it a community discussion or something of that nature at the Tunapuna Community Center last week, or last weekend, as the case may be, and talking politics, being in a public scenario, having a public gathering, and yet still they have the audacity who only trying to gaslight. Nobody is foolish. Nobody is that stupid, because you were accused of putting in a portion in the regulation that talks about infringing the public order, and you had to withdraw that order part of it, which is now replicated in the present one, and yet still you're having a problem. What is your agenda? Your agenda could only be one of mischief. Go ahead, Andy.
Nice. Well, you know me, I always like to observe on social media. Hey, Sudari, a pleasant good morning. I seen a name I ain't seen for a while, or it's the first time I seen it. Tigray, Ghost, a pleasant good morning. Roger Mohammed, good morning. I just running through some new names that I seen. Pinto, good morning. Yeah, well, I don't know them the Al Ramdas. I'm familiar with that name. Tom Ford, good morning. I just running through here. Sandy, Bahari, good morning. Hey, Jason Small, yes, but I don't know Betty. I just want to run to hail out some of these people that I'm seeing for the first time. You know, letting them know that we appreciate you all finding this #1 program, Trinidad and Tobago biggest program, on a morning talk show program. And while you are out there, whether in New York, Japan, Canada, Miami, Britain, no matter where you are, if you're not on this program on a morning, right here on Talk City, you're not on a good program at all. Don't waste all the time with no other. Don't even bother. So let me just give you all the accolades for choosing the best. Hey, Jenna, good morning. Now to some have seen that name too. Interesting. Good morning. Oh boy, let me just think through there quick. Just looking at the new names, eh? Yeah, just all these new names. Well, David Ian, he both more up and time I was on professional eating, but welcome David Ian for choosing the #1 program. Jupiter, long time I ain't see you. Ramchan, First time I'm seeing your name. Welcome to the Ground Report. Welcome to Talk City 91.1 FM. Yes, yes. Cathy Acton, I know you, man. You are wrong. All who are passing, all in all the call for the name. I'm just looking at the names of new people. Afro Sali, you not new at all, but I ain't see you a while. Yes, yes, this is very important. Denise Mohammed, good morning to you. First time I'm seeing that name, I ain't see it a while. Mary, good morning. Yes, yes. Let's see all those new names. So let's just give me that 5 minutes, man. I must welcome our new people. Lisa Francis. First time I'm seeing you. Welcome, Lisa Francis. Monica Kisoon, I don't know you already. Derek Kisoon. The first time I think I'm seeing you too. What's your first contribution I'm seeing here? People with small, narrowed minds. That's Derek Kisoon is saying on YouTube. People with small, narrow mind would not understand the magnitude of what TNT is a part of. Share of Americas, an organization that is more powerful than United Nations. Before I continue here, Savitri Maraj, good morning to you. I think that I'm a partner there, boy. How we going, Sages? And yo, Lennox Smith, I want to correct that or not correct that or stand by it there. This new person, Derek Kisoon, is saying people with small, narrowed minds would not understand the magnitude of what TNT is a part of. Share of America, an organization that are more powerful than United Nations. Is this more powerful than United Nations?
I concur. I agree. He has my support with respect to his interpretation of the new initiative that has been taken by the Americans, because that is really a modern day interpretation, or should I say an adjustment of the Monroe Doctrine, a very old one that says, of course, in the Western Hemisphere, the Americans dominate, and that shield of the Americas really is a reinforcement of a modern day nature where the administration in the United States are attempting to solicit or enlist the role of various governments utilizing their own security and maritime apparatus in order to protect us not only from drugs and drug cartels, because not just that alone, but of course influences such as that recently would have been talk of the tongue, so to speak, as far as the Chinese is concerned, as far as the Russians is concerned, as far as the Iranians is concerned. So that interpretation, I don't think it is far-fetched. I think having regard to how the present administration in the United States feel about the United Nations itself, believing that it's some kind of toothless bulldog.
Nice, nice. Well, Sabatri, Maraj, well, I ain't see you a while. And I take you I did take you for Sashri, which is my good friend to the Illuminati Buster. Hoodie, I'm seeing on you on Hoodie. Yes, Hoodie. A pleasant good morning to you. Seen your name for the first, well, I haven't seen you for a while. Joanne Biznat. Good morning, everyone watching from Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, Joanne Biznat, for locking on to the #1 program right here on Talk City 91.1 FM on one of our several social media platforms. Betty Gotigo, you always are wrong. Don't play sneaking in there. All right, let me finish there quick earlier. I have to go through this. Susan Jones, you is our old crony in this. We're putting up your name there for. Let me continue there quick. I want to give all 12 gun salutes to our new people that have joined us on social media, and they will be telling other people throughout the diaspora, including in Trinidad and Tobago, where they look, what program they listen to, why they listen to it, and they're going to invite all in sundry friends, family, sister, brother, and uncle to lock on. Yeah, and them are people all over the world that are going to invite to lock on. Pastor DW have been, I think I see you already, but have been a while. Right, Jenna, I don't tell you morning. Right, what other new name? Monica? No, you's not new. Johnny? Nah, Johnny, you not new. Lestra? You not new neither. Mr. Controversial? Why are you calling all the names? It's only new names I to call. Marilyn C. Charan, boy. I'm a friend. Including Anne-Marie Amin and Matilda Rhodes. I want to no longer talk to my good friend to Savvy. How we are going, girl, Savvy? How things? Nobody don't know what talking about, Savvy. Mr. Spiritual Sanity. That is a new person I'm seeing. Welcome. Morning to the Ground Report. Right, his first contribution, Spiritual Sanity, is saying, Andy, you know what the shade of Americas will be the food capital in the world biggest food production. Okay, well, I ain't do no research on that, but if you are saying that, no problem. Susan Jones, you come get in trouble. Look how somebody saying, Susan, get one of King Kaka. Oh God, goat pen. Ah, boy. Danny, out there in Toronto, a pleasant good morning to you. You know, Jesse was known for a while. Blue. Yeah. Blue, use our first one. Yes, Trinbago first. Yeah. Good morning to you. Welcome. Baby Rampasad, I ain't see you a long time. I was only saying morning to my baby and teacher Balmain them. Where was all the time, baby Rampasad? What about Kamala and all of you? And Nisha Rampasoon, all of you. A pleasant good morning. Right, so I run through. All right, so welcome to all you new bloggers to the #1 program in Trinidad and Tobago on the #1 talk show station, radio station in Trinidad and Tobago, Talk City 91.1 FM. And welcome. All right, let's continue. Oh boy, let's continue. Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? And what's your contribution on the Ground Report this morning?
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox.
Malcolm X.
Good morning, Mr. Snipe. Andy, I don't know if you will know that the old people used to say the new boom is sweep clean, but the old boom know the corners. I want to say good morning to Bellman. I hear he not well.
Okay.
Good morning to Mr. Tenapuna, and good morning to the researcher and the next mover taxi driver and Mr. Macano, the Ground Report survivors and fighters. Yeah, Andy, I have a problem where a caller is calling in sometime and make a very powerful contribution. And I hear now this morning from the homeland, Mr. And where he is the police who is minister now?
Roger Alexander.
Nice. I hear he saying about how much gun they find and how much thing they take off the street. Somebody say it's time for we to have the media present, like a press conference with the media present, when they're destroying these arms and ammunition and drugs, because everybody know most of these things end up back on the street. And be past the stage, if PNM wasn't doing it, and if NAR didn't do it, and if the UNC didn't do it, I want to see this present government implement something that the citizens of the country must see. 10 gun they find, one time we see the 10 gun get destroyed, so we could know that melt and destroy. That is my concern. And another concern where I have to be fast, because Mr. Snipe shooting very fast. America people right now have done Trump as the #1 liar in America, because they say due to the war is about 10 different lies he gave them, which is Israel. Listen, I telling you all, I don't sleep right now since this war started, because I have a TV there. is all the stations I watching internationally. So if it's fake news, I listening to the fake news where they say Trump give them 10 different lies about the war. And 2, they want to say Netanyahu, who using Trump and Trump using the American army for these little Yankee children to get killed because they're not getting you the real story of how much people getting killed, how much losses with what plane get shoot down, what part in Israel and different places get bombed up. They're only showing you the good part with them to look good, but they're not showing you the bad. That's not we interest. I want to know if we have soldiers here in Chaguaramas and we have soldiers here in San Fernando as that's not the country, or you can't tell me I ain't deserve to know what's going on in my homeland. I'm very serious with that. And I want to say, right now, let me take some land. Just as how the Venezuelans and them going in the stadium to register, let me get little people from Laventi and all, Maloney and different places to go in the stadium and let them sign up for land to do agriculture, and let me see if it's really true. The black boy and them have no ambition, only to sell jobs and line by a corner. You hear? And this weed, I hear a man say just now about legalizing marijuana. They're chopping down the local weed, they're burning the local weed, but they're bringing in the foreign weed with all the chemical in it and sending the youths and them mad. All they have a nice day. God help Trinidad.
Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed. Of course, we have to go for a break, and when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Imagine a gender-equal world. A world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination. A world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where differences are valued and celebrated. This March 8th, in recognition of International Women's Day, Talk City 91.1 FM proudly launches Women Who Lead, a powerful feature highlighting dynamic women who are breaking barriers, leading with purpose, and shaping our nation's future. Tune in to Talk City 91.1 FM starting March 8th for Women Who Lead, because when women rise, we all rise.
South Trinidad, we're turning up the love on Thursday, March 19th, the night before the holiday. Sweet 100.1 FM brings you Reggae Love Live. And we're taking over the lobby in South Trinidad for one unforgettable night. Enjoy big reggae anthems, sweet lovers rock, and so much more. Pure reggae vibes all night long. This is your midweek escape, your reason to step out and feel irie.
Before you pull that trigger, hate to see when youths become friend killers.
Bring your crew, bring your energy, bring your best vibes, because we're lighting up the launch with music you know and love. Admission is free, so no excuses. Thursday, March 19th at the lobby. This is Reggae Love Live. One love, one launch, 100.
Inspired by actual events. My daughters used to think our family was bigger, all because my bill was late.
Meet Johnny. When his electricity bill didn't arrive on schedule, life for him involved a lot of searching.
Bill? Anybody see my bill? Hello? Bill?
Luckily, Johnny's older daughter helped him take charge of his life by signing him up for TNTech's free online e-bill service.
I'm not computer savvy yet, but this online thing, real easy. In less than 10 minutes we finish. Now, I get my bill on time, every time. Hey, I might be old school, but I'm feeling light years ahead. And now, my daughters no longer think they have a missing brother named Bill. Thanks, TNTech.
Visit ttec.co.tt to sign up for e-billing today. TNTech, the power to make it work.
History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Well, what's what Hayden Joseph is? I need to catch him when you're on. I see somebody say Andy Hayden Joseph. That what? Facebook on what? Which one of the Facebook? On Talk City or on Real Media TT? Let me know. I'm looking for that man. You know it is a bad dog looking for this man, the pit bull. You know when a pit bull lucky Joe, he don't let go. How long I'm looking to hold on to Hayden Joseph and don't let go him at all. But every time I come on looking for him, he ducking like a pregnant school child. School girl, in fact. Where you head, Hayden Joseph? The pit bull is looking for you. Let's continue. You're hiding, man. I'm looking for you. I want to dentin my teeth on you. God, boy. Wait. Let me continue. There. Right, police officer, go ahead. Make it short and sweet, eh?
Yeah, good morning. What I want to deal with, I listened to the bossman this morning. I wonder if you know about Dole Chedi and Joey Ramaya, how much death they cause in Trinidad. How much life they ruin in Trinidad, where we have pipers all on the street. I wonder if you know about that. I wonder if you know how much people is being killed with drug overdose in America. If a man take a gun and go in a crowd and shoot and he kill one person, two person, they shoot him and kill him, right? You don't expect them to bomb up the boat that bring the drugs to kill people.
Investments.
What you going to do? Run? How you catch them when they have 4 engines and they're running from you? How are you going to catch them? And then you talk about bringing them to justice in the court. Which court? They in international water. Which country you going and try them in? You understand? So he had to say you know everything and he paying attention to what's going on. Pay good attention. Right now in Trinidad, people are dying from drugs overdose. People are pipers on the street as pests because of drugs. And then people killing each other for drugs, to push drugs. So you need to pay attention to that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think anybody should be too surprised. And it wasn't him who said that one of the carriers, the aircraft carriers, were bombed, something to that effect. When I watched the amount of things you had to go through before you could even reach close to one of these vessels, I think it's wishful thinking and a figment of some very, very fertile imagination.
Go ahead, Bob.
A lot of
Good morning, gentlemen. I just always say, if you have a good woman or a good husband and she treating you right, you have everything, the woman nice, you're getting everything perfect. You go want to change that? You go want to get rid of that woman and pick up a woman like Kizel or this one where there's be posting Borat and all kind of thing? No. And you had to ask yourself, why does the country get rid of the PNM? And it's because they wasn't treating the population and the country good. You think with the kind of resources Trinidad and Tobago had, and you was in government for over 45 years managing them resources, you think there would be any chance if PNM was a good government that was doing the right thing for Trinidad and Tobago, there would ever be anything like an opposition? People had to sit down and ask themselves them simple little question. If you're doing everything right in your home, you're making sure that all your family is taken care of, you think your wife going to want to go and horn you? You think she going to look for a man with cutting grass at the road to go and pick up and say, you see this, I don't want a man again? And that is just a simple example of PNM. And people had to get, let me tell you something, you see that statement Rowley made that the rich had to get richer for the poor to survive? That could not be nothing else beside the most perfect example of how the PNM governed Trinidad and Tobago. Just look at what they did and the people who support them, where they are compared to where Rowley them is. Rowley them and to make sure that they stay in power, they had to keep these people poor and vulnerable and dependent on them to make them feel that, yeah, what, we're doing something for you. How could a government, a country with so much resources, have over 30,000 people surviving on CPEP? And these are the people who they support Rowley them. And while the same people begging to make $60 and $70 a day to live and mind their children, the people who get the contracts from CPEP, which are the rich, which are the P&M people, is making millions. All you wake up, because it will be too late. And just imagine, you feel our Prime Minister should be all about the world begging for money now to support Trinidad and Tobago, or begging for some kind of economic alliance with any country to support Trinidad and Tobago, when we could have been the ones who helping everybody. We now have to be the ones who begging to help ourselves. Think about it. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Take care.
Thank you very much, Mr. Barrow. Oh boy, Shirley. Charlie. Hey,
Andy, I don't want to preempt too much, except of course we have Destra in studio here, and we don't. I'm hoping that of course matters of an intellectual nature will be passed over, so to speak. But she'll be here momentarily. But go ahead in the meantime.
Yes. Give me some time.
I think we are hoping that she will do a drop for us as well, as far as the ground report is concerned.
Nice. Hey, Patricia Reid, good morning. Susan Jones, behave yourself. You know these bloggers and them here in the hundreds. They will come at you. Don't do that. Look, Jill Monroe is saying Susan Jones, because Susan Jones is saying Lennox Smith. She look all over looking for good news, and she's not seeing no good news. What it is people talking about good news with Kamala Prasad and the government and Trump and whatever. But one of our bloggers in their hundreds, Jill Monroe, is saying, Susan Jones, if you close your leg and open your ears, you will hear the good news. Take a day off now. Oh my God.
Well, I would have hoped that she would have opened her eyes. I'm not going to reference to any other part of the anatomy.
No, he ain't say nothing wrong.
Yeah. But there is an analogy to confirm that, and that is to say, even though you have 20/20 vision, those with eyes to see will see, and those, of course, who pretend to be blind certainly will be blind and therefore ignorant as well. So I suppose she's attempting to play blind, not seeing the obvious and the very, very conspicuous. So you can't help that. That is more mischief and wishful thinking.
Nice. Sally, a pleasant good morning to you. George Ramdeen, I ain't see you so long. Yes. Just rush. Hey, Jason Jackman, you're a first timer. Pleasant good morning to you. Welcome to the biggest program on the morning, the Ground Report. So let me just play some quick voice notes, because we will take a break, and right when we take the break, we're going to hear from the lovely Destra. Oh boy.
No, we missed her. We were a bit late.
No, I took her into the studio to do a brand new drop for the show.
Okay. So we have the best of all the worlds. All right, except one part of it, she would not have put in a live appearance, but certainly we'll get it doubly when she does the drop for us. So you miss one, you take one, because she was not commissioned.
Yeah, she did TV. She did TV, and she did
right.
Next
Good.
Night.
And I think we would have foregone or passed intellectual property issues as well.
Nice.
Right?
Michael
should confirm. All right, good.
Nice.
Go, Andy.
Michael Baldio, sing a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy. Farid Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Joel Mohan, how are you going? You know, all my Canadian people that are local, on, pleasant good morning to all our Canadian Trinidadians. Yes, Trinidadians out there in Canada. Mr. Ramnarine, I ain't here for a long time. What about your son, Adish? What happened? You lock me off for? Let we know, you can't lock up the biggest program, Right, so I call all the new names and them. I ain't seen no other. But good morning to each and every one of you new people, and all the normal average people that already have been always locked onto the ground report, as Malcolm X say, the new folks have a new way, but the old folks know all the corners and creases to make sure it sweep good. Yes, 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 yes. Nice. So let me go back to these voice notes, and then here will be very interesting, very, very interesting, because I know I have to take a quick break, but let me just get some of these voice notes, they quick, out of the way.
Andy, pleasant good morning to Ground Report, to Mr. Lennox, Mr. Snipes, and to TNT. Andy, people listens to Ground Report. We may not always know who it is, but remember last week I made a concern about that establishment near to the court and the police station in Chaguanas and, the activities. Andy, I must say, to those who have ears, let them hear, and those who have eyes, let them see. I passed there yesterday morning, just before 8:30, and not a soul on the road, Andy. It just had one little guy sweeping up the area, like probably from the party or whatever the night before, and cleaning up the area, the pavements and things. And I want to say thank you, Andy, for the platform, and for those who were responsible for taking heed. That is what it's about. It was very, very a breath of fresh air to see no drunk person and nobody in front of that road. And I want to say thank you. You understand? Thank you for allowing us to call and give our concerns, because sometimes, this is the only way that, we get things out there. And to whoever that, took heated, I want to say thank you.
Kamir Hamid, good morning. Let me just continue here quick. Oh boy.
It suggests that they took the
yes,
indoors.
Good
morning.
Yeah. What going there is, what she talking about Trinidad and Tobago, that the lady who had a concern with somebody say where she husband only passing it towards Venezuelan woman, half naked and all that kind of thing. She say she concerns.
Both of them.
Yeah, she and she husband passed this weekend here, and she ain't see not one Veni woman to tantalize she husband eyes. Yeah, that was she now said.
So it suggests that everything has been taken behind closed doors.
Yeah, so she husband and the other men wouldn't be tricked into or led or be tantalized by them Veni them. That most men they say pink. Yes. So watch me. Many Trinidadian women breathing a breath of fresh air now. They're not gonna lose the man to a Venezuelan woman. Amen. Because she raises you. Especially she going us right up there by the where they say by the corner, there by the busy corner, there by the police station, where they coming out there only showing up the goods for sale, and all them man and them only buying. They passing the market straight. They ain't buying the baji, the dashimbos, the cassava. They ain't buying the food to carry back home for the wife. But they're going and buy sardine, not sardine, mackerel, salmon, pink salmon. Yeah, you know it a pink salmon in tin. They say it's good to know. You know that, Lennox?
Yes. I love salmon, incidentally.
Pink? The pink one?
Whether it's pink or any other color, one says salmon.
All right. Oh, God. Yes.
As opposed to mackerel.
Boy, let me play the people thing.
Yes.
Good morning once again, boy. Andy, I don't understand how you ain't play my voice note. It's only 44 seconds, but never did.
Oh, sorry. Let me play 30 voice note there.
Yes, Andy Williams and Lennox. Yes, I still had to do what I always do best in order to get connection to talk to you guys. But nevertheless, God is love, Yeah, the boy's still struggling, but, God has keep you in a way that you want it to be once you stay calm, But I have a lot to say. I have a lot I've been looking on. I've been listening. Just the time ain't right yet. But I come out with our steam. But I'm looking on still. I was one of them who went and signed up for employment. But I'm still looking on. But anyhow, Trinidad and Tobago love in the house. Ranking back on the scene. And the morning once again, boy. And
hey, good morning. Lennox, Snipes. Andy, I'll be relentless like the busman in this. We want to see the drugs and the guns collected being burnt publicly. I will be relentless just like busman. And almost every week you will hear me with this, Andy. We want to see the drugs and the guns collected being destroyed publicly. Thank you, Breds.
I agree with you 100%. Hey, Joel Mohan. Let me say pleasant good morning to Joel Mohan, mother. He's in Canada, but his mother is in Trinidad and Tobago right here. Look on to the Ground Report. Jenny, Mommy Jenny, a pleasant good morning to you, Joel mother, and welcome to the #1 talk show program on a morning, right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM, the Ground Report. Jenny morning!
Bang, 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 bang.
Let me also say a pleasant good morning to our sales manager, Jason Jackman. Real nice fella. We looking from, hey, this program here, if you want to see all the business growing thing, or they call the Pitbull, call Lennox Smith, call Snipes. Snipes gonna make sure you direct call it to we first. Yeah. So business people that are listening, well, they want personal endorsement by the Ground Report program, its host and them. Well, everybody going to look for all the business. Give me a call. Okay? So let me say a pleasant good morning to our sales manager, Jason Jackman. Very nice fella, man. Hard working. A pleasant good morning to Jason.
Bang, 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 bang.
So let me make sure call we, let we carry some business. Yeah, call me or Lennox or Snipes. When they call we, or they ensure that we can carry some business for the sales manager, Jason Jackman. Yeah, we want to carry it. We want to say, hey, look, we bring we people. Hey, look this Jason Jackman. Look, look thing. Make sure they do that. Call
yeah,
me.
Too many people are complaining. Too many business persons, small, medium, and otherwise, are complaining that their customer base is being, of course, thinned, meaning that they're getting less. So therefore, what you need to do is to augment, having regard to the fact, and of course, at the same time, preparing for the boom that will be coming. So at least you will be out there. Your product will be out there. Your business will be out there. Your ability, of course, to reach as much as you can, both locally and regionally. And so the only place you can get it clearly, rightly, is that on the Ground Report. So
yeah, we also want to mention
get your package.
The small and medium business in particular, we will definitely work out a package that can work for you.
All right, good. Yeah. So you heard it from the horse's mouth. So rest assured that your ads will not be cut.
A lot of times, small and medium business people think that they cannot afford to get promotion for their business on a major, big program like this one. We will definitely make it happen.
I agree, but you can't take you could take a sarcastic remark nicely, boy, because I say that I said people that we'll make sure that your program don't get cut. Your advertising don't get cut, right? And he went on, of course, to invited you and so on. So he could take a sarcasm, gracefully. Well, that's good. That is in the spirit of things. But in all seriousness, people, yes, we are open, and as I said, we. Our reach is extremely exceptional, both on social media and the traditional media. So get ahead of the crowd that will be coming to us.
Yeah. Right, so here we go. Just play Mammy Roadbrook, and then we go take it like early where you could do wherever you go sit up Pastor John Nah, they pay the pastor boy. Pastor John is a good one. Now you pay him the quick.
My ground report family, blessings to you, Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Mikey K, Snipes, and the rest of the family. I would really love to see Guardian Media Limited follow the same pattern with Newsday, and I'm very, very serious. I mean, this is such an important meeting that our Prime Minister had. Firstly, the meeting with the CARICOM Summit, and now this American Summit. And all they could spend so much time on news talking about last night. Did our Prime Minister have a one-on-one meeting with Donald Trump? Did she have a meeting? Did she actually have a meeting with Donald Trump? These people could nitpick. I want to know if it's a group of 12-year-olds they recruit to get journalists from. They are wicked, they are devious, they are childish, they're nitpicking, they're very, very immature. And I don't think they deserve to be journalists at all, at all, at all. Neither some of them deserve to be reporters. They are bringing down this country. Every country that went to the CARICOM meeting and even to this American Summit was so excited and will be so excited to hear what comes out from it and to see their nation rise and to support their government and stuff, except Trinidad and Tobago. It's such a crying shame. I'm sure even Dr. Ali, when he goes back to Guyana, will not be bombarded with such childish, immature questions and such childish, immature journalists. Our journalists need to rise up and stop singing for their supper and understand that the people that they are supporting, they are dead, done and dusted. The PNM will never ever see the corridors of political power in Trinidad and Tobago again. Their owners will go down, the drug mafia will go down, and I'm happy to see that whether you call it extra judicial killing or whatnot, there is an attack, there's a war on drugs and narco trafficking, human trafficking, ammunition trafficking, and every law-abiding citizen should be happy for that. And do not put race and politics above country, Trinidad and Tobago. We are really, 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 and if we really in a bad state, and if we continue to do it, we will lose the war against crime, criminal activities, drugs, and everything like that. We need to rally around our Prime Minister and forget our pettiness at home, and let's build a bigger, better, stronger Trinidad and Tobago. God bless our nation.
Andy, good morning again to you, Lennox, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Oh my God, Busman is a shame. He's a shame, right? But he's not ashamed to repeat what PNM 3, CNC 3 was saying, telling Mrs. Prasad Bissessa to stay away from Trump. Why they didn't tell Rowley to stay away from Maduro when he was dancing the conga line and fraternizing with him, giving him our US dollars, millions of dollars. Why Busman didn't have a problem then, he wasn't ashamed then. But you know what is amazing? If Busman used to talk about what Rowley's government was doing, I didn't mind. Yes, you would have maybe have some credibility, but you have none now. Because you see, you were standing in front the open fridge door when Rowley was talking. But now you close it completely and you listen to everything that Mrs. Prasad Bissessa is saying and twisting it. Oh, good God, you coming to quote CNC 3, PNM 3 media? Come on, man, give yourself some credibility. Maduro did worse. What Maduro was doing to his people, that how many millions have to flee the country? And you coming to talk about what Donald Trump is doing? Rowley and Stuart Young put us in the situation that we are in today with Maduro, of what Maduro was doing, right? Imagine they close off the borders to our citizens but allow Delcy Rodriguez to come here with how many other sanctioned people? And we heard 20 different stories, but we never heard you talking about that. And you coming to criticize Mrs. Prasad Bissessa because CNC 3, PNM 3 media said something? Come on, man. We have some credibility now.
It's nice. We have to go. Coming up next is Mr. X and my boy, oh God, only off the record. Right? So until After God Family comes first, be safe on the nations. Very, very safe roads, but please be safe on the roads. Until tomorrow morning, please God, same time, same place. On behalf of the Ground Report team, we are Out of here.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.